Mr. Wittman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Secretary Panetta, Secretary Shinseki, thank you so much for joining us. Secretary Panetta, I want to ask you about how we can better align military to civilian jobs in transition, especially as it relates to licenses and certifications. I'll give you a great example. You take a highly trained combat medic, comes back home, wants to go to the civilian side, wants to become an emergency medical technician. Unfortunately, as you know, certifications there prevent him or her from doing that. Has to go through lengthy schooling, take on lots of debt. Many times they could probably be teaching the class. How can we better align the skills that are obtained in the military to parallel what they could be pursuing in jobs on the civilian side? And that's one of many categories that I know that you're aware of, and that it's really a matter of taking that military job description and figuring out how do we align that, or how do we get some paralleling with what they're doing in the military versus outside.
Well, it's a great point. It's something actually the First Lady has dedicated a lot of time to. We have got to push states to try to develop some common standards here with regards to accreditation in these various jobs. These guys come out and they've got great skills. They've worked in these areas. They've done tremendous work in their particular skill area, and to come out and then have to drag them through a whole process in order to be able to take those skills and make them applicable. That's something that there are a number of states that are willing to basically take these individuals and take the accreditation that we provide and incorporate that at the state level. We've got to get all of the states to recognize that kind of credentialing.
Mr. Secretary, is it something we could do within DOD, so as these individuals come out, if they become a trained medic, they would also, at the same time that they get that certification, would get something within the military to say, by the way, now you have a credential that's an EMT within that particular state, say where they're based, or to have some kind of way that there's an equivalency there, because they're obtaining the same skills there as they would outside.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good point. One of the things I'm looking at is, can we develop some kind of certification within the military that would then be transferable in terms of their getting a job within the state?
Seems like if you just align things that align with outside, there could be some reciprocity.
That's right.
Thank you.
Good point.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.